Hey guys, welcome to another video today. So today's learner driver is James, who passed their driving test on their first attempt with 0 minor faults, a clean sheet, which is literally unheard of. It very rarely happens. Only about approximately 3.5% of the UK passed their driving test with a clean sheet, and James did that on his first attempt. For the viewers that are watching today, taking mock tests can help you get used to the format of the driving test and give you a feel for what it will be like on the day, knowing how all the different parts of the test would work, and it can really help you prepare to succeed. Just by watching mock test videos on YouTube is no substitute for experiencing it all for real. Hence, it's due to this reason that those of you that would like to have a driving mock test, feel free to contact me, okay? I will be explaining certain places where learner drivers tend to make faults on this route, so make sure you listen, guys. So the driving examiner instructed the pupil to turn right outside of the driving test centre car park. What you need to be wary of as you're exiting the car park is, as you can see in the video, pedestrians obviously walking very close to the car park. So you should make sure that you're very cautious of any pedestrians nearby to the car park. And obviously as you exit the car park, visibility is slightly obstructed on your right. So a method that we can adopt to obviously counter this is the creep and peep method. And when it is safe to do so, then you need to emerge out. Shortly what happens is the speed changes from a 20 mile per hour to a 30 zone, as you can see. So what the examiner tends to look for is whenever there's a speed change, you must check your mirrors. And also at that point, then you need to keep up with the appropriate speed of the road and start to make some progress. Also, you should always pay attention to traffic signs and road markings. The sign previously just stated that there's a double bend that's going to appear, and you should just reduce your speed on the bend. So right now we're on Rangers Road, which is a country lane. You've got the Premier Inn car park on your left, where the examiners like to use to do the forward or reverse bay park maneuvers. And there's another speed change which goes to a 40 road now. So again, guys, you need to make sure that you're keeping up with the appropriate speed of the road, making progress and driving to the appropriate road and traffic conditions. And also, as it's a 40 road, you need to make sure that you're keeping the correct following distance. So remember, in good weather conditions, the following distance is 2 seconds. When it's raining or wet, then the following distance is doubled, which will be 4 seconds. And if it's icy conditions, then it will be 10 seconds. So at the end of this road, the examiner instructed my pupil to turn right. Now, obviously, remember, whenever you're emerging towards a junction, the criteria you're assessed against is MSPSL, which stands for mirrors, signal, position, speed, and look. Obviously, as you're traveling on a faster road, it is advisable to signal earlier to let other road users know of your intentions. Also, what could be quite daunting here is this country road, when you're turning right, it tends to be very, very busy. So obviously do look to seize an appropriate opportunity. A word of advice: if there's any road users on your right who are turning left, providing it's safe on your left, that would be a good opportunity to seize. But also remember, guys, some people obviously signal but then don't take the turning. So you need to assess that. As you can see, there's another speed change from a 40 to a 30 mile per hour zone, so make sure that you are 30 before the speed sign. And do pay attention to traffic signs in general, as there are some hidden speed changes in the Chingford Driving Test Centre. And then at the traffic lights, the examiner instructed the pupil to turn left. As they turn left, it is a slight incline gradient, so obviously if you are driving a manual transmission vehicle, make sure that you drive with the lower gear for a lot longer so the car does not lose speed, okay? And then at the end of the road, the examiner instructed the pupil to turn right. It is a crossroad, so make sure you are doing the correct observations. Obviously, I won't be giving the answers out here, so do make sure you do your homework and assess or ask your instructors when you're emerging at a crossroad where we should observe from. And once the examiner then instructed the pupil to turn right, at the double mini roundabout, it was then instructed to follow the roundabout straight ahead. So this is the double mini roundabout. I will be doing a video on the double mini roundabout and how to obviously tackle the double mini roundabout. Once the pupil went ahead at the double mini roundabout, they were then instructed to turn left onto Queen's Road, Buckhurst Hill. Now this road has got many traffic signs, so it's very important that you respond to the traffic signs. And then the examiner instructed the pupil to pull over on the left, leaving at least 2 car lengths space between the vehicle ahead to a car length. And now the speed changes to 20 miles per hour, and it is also a one-way road, meaning obviously the road you can only continue to drive ahead. Also guys, just a quick question for those that are watching. How else, make sure you comment in the comment section below, how else can you acknowledge if a road is one way apart from the traffic sign that you can see right there, which is the blue sign with the white arrow? What other indications have we got that we know that a road is a one-way road? Make sure that you comment that, guys. I want to see what your knowledge is on the highway code and in general. And then at the end of the road, the pupil was instructed to turn left. Now, typically here, pupils tend to make a few mistakes. So obviously make sure that you do emerge out with caution, as cars on the right tend to come at some sort of speed. Also, as you emerge out of this junction, make sure you pay attention to traffic signs. So as you can see, it's now a 30 mile per hour zone and one way. Now, guys, just remember, this is a hot spot here where a lot of learners tend to make a lot of mistakes there. So when turning right at the end of the road, which is what the examiner instructed my pupil to do, which James done excellent, make sure that you do position to the far right when turning right on a one-way road. So there are reasons behind why we should position to the far right when turning right on a one-way road. Again, guys, I would like you to tell me why that's the reason. So make sure you comment down below again on why we position to the extreme right on a one-way road. And then the pupil was instructed to take the next road on the right, which I was really happy with the pupil. So they did enter their box junction. Remember, a box junction is there for road users that want to turn right, providing their exit road is clear. Okay, so it's really good response to road markings by James. And then after that, the examiner instructed James to pull over on the left in a safe place, which James identified extremely well on the single yellow line. So well done to James there. And for the viewers that are watching today, to promote a high standard of driving in which you should be capable of adapting to different road and traffic conditions, obviously just by learning the test routes, it will hinder your driving experience, and obviously these test routes are subject to change. Due to this reason, we are unable to publish the whole test route. However, I do hope that this video was really beneficial and helps you tackle certain specific areas within the Chingford test routes. All the best with your driving experience, guys, and please make sure that you like, share and subscribe, and thank you for your continued support.